Hello friends. Many times there may be cases that we have to work upon some critical files and folders, and these files and folders may be so critical that they deserve a backup before they are worked upon, so that original version may be recovered from backup if required. Also, backup is required for lateral cross-check references with original file or folder. For example, we made some modification with contents of a file, and then we want to cross-check what exactly we have modified. We can refer original version of contents from backup in this case. In this video, we will learn how we can copy files and directories from one location to another. Copy-item is a command that can copy an item from one location to another. In this example, we are trying to copy a file, that is file3.txt, from a specified location that is specified in path parameter to a location that is specified under destination parameter. As you are already aware, alias are very helpful in reducing time to write code and code length itself. Copy, CP, and CPI are alias for copy-item command. We can use any of them. In example, we can easily see the benefits of using alias. The original command is having 9 characters while alias is having only 2 characters. We can easily see the difference of typing a code time and code length itself. Path parameter is used to specify source from where we need to copy files or directories. In this example, we are trying to copy a file from location specified under path parameter to a location specified under destination parameter. Destination parameter is used to specify the destination where we need to copy files or directories. In this example, we are trying to copy a file to a location specified under destination parameter. Pass-through parameter is used to return the item that we are working with. By default, there is no output from command. In this example, we are trying to copy a file from one directory to another. And to get the result on console as well, we are using pass-through parameter. You can easily see the difference by running a command without pass-through parameter and with pass-through parameter. Using this command, we can copy and rename file in same action. In this example, we are trying to copy a file from a location specified under path parameter to a location specified under destination parameter. Also, we are renaming the file at the same time. Sometimes there may be scenarios when we will need to copy contents of subfolders as well along with contents of folders specified under path parameter. Recurse parameter is used to copy subfolders contents along with contents of folder specified under path parameter. For example, if a folder X has 5 subfolders with name 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and we want to copy contents of all subfolders along with contents of folder X, then we can use recurse parameter. In this example, we are trying to copy a directory with name dir1 along with all its contents including subfolders contents. Force parameter is used to override read-only files which otherwise cannot be overwritten. In this example, we are trying to copy a file to destination directory dir1 which already has a read-only file with same name that we are trying to copy from location specified under path parameter. Parameter include and exclude are used to limit the coverage of wildcarded path. In this example, we have specified a wildcarded path which includes all the contents of one directory, specified under path parameter. Here, we have limited the coverage of wildcarded path to only text files using include parameter. It means contents that need to be worked upon will be limited to text files only. Using exclude parameter, we have excluded all the files that contains numeric 1 in their name. Now, finally, we have only contents that need to be worked upon is only text files whose name doesn't include numeric 1 in their name, and only this content will be copied. Like include and exclude parameter, filter parameter is also used to limit the coverage of wildcarded path. But filter parameter differs in a way that it is little bit faster than include and exclude parameter because it applies the filter before fetching the result. If we are working with smaller amount of data, maybe we may not notice the difference of performance. But if we are working with larger amount of data, we can notice the difference for sure. In this example, we are limiting the contents that we need to work with to only text files. What if parameter help us to see what will happen if command run without running the command actually? This parameter is very helpful when we need to share expected output of a command or action of a command in advance. Confirm parameter is used to give a confirmation prompt before running the command itself. This helps us to be double sure about our action. In this example, we are trying to copy contents from one location to another by using confirm parameter so that we may get a confirmation prompt before files or contents are actually copied. Now let's recap what we learned. Copy hyphen item copies an item from one location to another. Copy, cp, cpi are alias for copy hyphen item command. We can copy and rename file in same command and in same action. Path, destination, recurse, force, filter, include, exclude, pass through, confirm, and what if are some parameters used with this command.